I wanted to share this with you. In another video, we talked about how some Orthodox Jews are searching for a link to connect Donald Trump with the royal house of King David. Since they believe that Trump is Messiah, they are looking into his ancestry to find out where he can be connected to the royal lineage of King David and the kings of Judah. Now, as it happens, in 2015, the Daily Mail did a story on the ancestry of the candidates and reported that according to the ancestry site myheritage.com, Donald Trump, through his mother, is a direct descendant of royalty, the kings of England, the Plantagenets. And after doing a little digging, you will find that these kings of the Plantagenet family were also descended from the Norman kings of England, including William the Conqueror. So we have already a definite connection to royalty. And there are many people who have long believed that the kings of England are somehow linked to the kings of Israel. And I don't doubt a link will be found linking Trump with King David. Whether it's fact or fiction, what matters is that many people will believe it. And Orthodox Jews who expect a Jewish Messiah and yet have rejected the true Messiah, Jesus Christ, these Orthodox Jews, I do not doubt, will be satisfied by the evidence that Trump is of the royal line of King David. Now, the fact that myheritage.com has traced Trump's ancestry back to the Plantagenet family, kings of England, it's also interesting because the first Plantagenet king, King Henry II, was the son of Geoffrey Plantagenet, who was the son of a man named Fulk, Count of Anjou. And this man was the king of Jerusalem from 1131 until 1143 for 12 years. And this is Donald Trump's ancestor, who is buried today in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. This man Fulk, the Count of Anjou, was a very wealthy military commander of the Crusaders. In the year 1099, the First Crusade, sanctioned by the Roman Pope, had conquered Jerusalem, slaughtering the Muslims who occupied the city. And this is what was being called Christianity in those days. Instead of trying to win Muslims to Christ, the Muslims were hated and they were killed. And as a military commander of the Crusaders, Fulk was eventually crowned the king over the kingdom of Jerusalem. And a historian who lived at that time described Fulk in this way: he was a ruddy man like King David. An ancestor of Donald Trump, a crusader who made war on the Muslims, now buried in Jerusalem, a king of Jerusalem, compared to King David. And now Orthodox Jews are trying to find a way to link Trump to the royal lineage of David. And these are the same Orthodox Jews who have called on Donald Trump to rebuild the temple in Jerusalem. And of course, Trump is already declaring himself to be the champion of Israel, who will stand with Netanyahu and move the U.S. embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, as these Orthodox Jews want him to do. And all this is in light of the biblical prophecies that Antichrist will broker a peace treaty for Israel, and he will sit in a rebuilt temple and show himself to be God.